Newsons. We have here 6 children that were adopted by a mysterious couple, and the only information that we have is the name of their adoptive mother, Gloria. In the family bio, it is implied that the adoptive parents died of old age, and that with this family you will get a little bit of a challenge. This family was added in apartment life, so either Belladonna Outskirts or Belladonna Cove is a perfect place for them. But it's not a requirement. I created them using only the base game and get to work. Create a sim. Let's start with the teenagers. It's easier with their personality, because they already have picked aspirations. Gavin's most extreme traits are active and sloppy, so that's pretty straightforward. And in my opinion, the default fortune aspiration, because the other one is like living in a mansion, etc. Hobbies, likes and dislikes in this game. His one true hobby is nature, so that's why he likes gardening and fishing. Every sim that has a bio, in my save file, they have a biography book in their inventory. Let me read it. At his age, Gavin never thought he would be adopted. He is grateful for the chance at a real family, and has come to fiercely love his brothers and sisters. In fact, Gavin couldn't imagine life without them. He decided long ago that he would do whatever it took to protect and care for them. Okay, Ginger took motherly responsibilities from Gloria. And maybe Gavin really takes the role of a breadwinner. Well, it is very well put in her bio. Ginger was a troubled child with a troubled past, before flowering under the loving kindness of her adopted mother, Gloria. With Gloria gone, Ginger faces the unknown challenges of being an adult and acting as a mother to her siblings. Obviously, some bios had to be shortened in The Sims 4 because of description restrictions. And in her bio, it is the only time we ever hear about their adoptive mother, Gloria. Maybe she existed but got completely deleted, so we have no reference to recreate her. In Cass, you can't create a household with no adults. To achieve this, it is a bit tricky. Anyway, Ginger traits are lazy and goofball, cause she is extremely playful. Maybe that's why her one true hobby is games. In The Sims 4 version, it's bowling, video gaming and programming. And her aspiration is obviously family. I always remake Sims to kids from their adult version. First of all adults in The Sims 4 have more face options. In The Sims 2, pretty much all of the face templates are present on all life stages. Except, of course, the 2 broken templates. In The Sims 4, children and toddlers have less face presets. And there is definitely something broken with the sliders. These 2 very cute toddlers look alike, but can look completely different as adults. Even Sims 4 creators did this mistake time and time again. Gallagher is a geek, because he is really interested in sci-fi and school, and his traits are very average, and his aspiration is this. Not sure about this anymore. Right now I think I'm going to change it to studying aspiration in future updates, or maybe one of the growing together ones, when I integrate this pack to this save. He isn't that playful for this aspiration. In his bio, Gallagher is one of a kind. He is a happy child who tends to be shy around strangers. He stays to himself more than any of the other children, but he is coming out of his shell day by day. Will his siblings continue to bring out the best in him? His one true hobby is tinkering, but likes and dislikes for children can't express that. Same with Gabriella. Well, I probably gave her and Gallagher the same aspiration because they have exact same personality and slightly different interests. She has very high interest in sports, but she is even more interested in animals. Unfortunately, she was added in apartment life. So I will add like animal enthusiast maybe in far future when I integrate all the packs. Gabriella, a precious child, has been dubbed the princess of the Newson family. The little wonder enjoys the lavish love and attention of her siblings and has a knack for wrapping people around her finger. Georgia and Garrett are twins and probably the only blood-related Sims in this family. Georgia is very active, it's the most extreme trait. She is quite serious and grouchy, but there is more points in active than in grouchiness and seriousness. So that's why she gets wild trait. Garrett, on the other hand, has a very average personality, nothing really well defined. I picked clingy because he is quite shy and nice. Angelic and charmer traits say that these toddlers aren't afraid of strangers. And clingy is said to be shy. Georgia and her twin brother Garrett were adopted most recently and love as if they had always been around. They play well with each other and merrily get along with the rest of the family. These two managed to bring more laughter and happiness into the Newson household. Georgia and Garrett's biography are pretty much the same. I show you their Sims 2 personality, so you can choose matching personality in your gameplay, if you would want to. The problem with toddlers and children here is that in The Sims 2 kids have predestinated personality since their birth. There technically is a function to influence certain behaviors. It depends on parents and other members of the family's personality. But genetic personality indicated by the light blue underline would still remain. But it was definitely challenging to put a very detailed bio into one characteristic or trait. Well, it's technically not just a problem with toddlers, but it is especially difficult with them. They have just this one characteristic. I want to add here that I don't plan to add any infants. Well, the problem here is that it's a completely new life stage, and personally I would just replace it with the object newborn stage. But that would completely break the game. Like we have giving birth in hospital with get to work and a few baby cribs. But anyway, in The Sims 2 there are no pre-made babies. And I'm not going to change any toddlers to infants because there are even more problems with growing together exclusive features. However, I am planning to add milestones at some point, like a sort of a memory system from The Sims 2. Alas, I want to mention that they don't have any skills. And that is pretty much all that is to say about the Newson's family. See you soon!